Hi, I'm Megan. This is my husband Billy. We met on eHarmony. These are our children, Michael and Lydia. And these are my siblings, Jacob and Zoe. We aren't your typical family, but together we have lots of fun. Welcome back to Intentional Bonus Mom Stepmom Talk Monday. Alright, I'm really on a roll and I'm really having fun. So I hope you guys are having fun with me because, yeah, that's how I roll. So today we're going to talk about new stepmom tips. These are tips that I now have from the mistakes I've made. You're welcome. Don't be like me. Don't be hard-headed like me. So, you're serious about a guy and you see a future with him maybe? That's probably why you're still in a relationship, but he has kids and you're scared to death. It's okay, girl. We got this. So, tip number one, I would recommend not meeting the kids too early. Unless you've had some really good talks with him. I personally say don't meet the kids too early. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different story to say. I'm not going to say mine is the best advice and you should only take my advice because sometimes I'm proven wrong. It's my advice. I met the kids 4 months after we were matched, and had been talking. It was like 2 months. No. Like a month and a half or so. I met them after we actually went on our first date. So you could say that's kind of early. At the same time, one, his kids were older, and two, we had already discussed a lot of stuff before I met them, and I was still trying to keep my distance. Was also respecting their father's wishes and their wishes because they did want to meet me. So, move slow. I'm not gonna lie. With kids, it can be kind of stressful, and it can be a little weird. So my first advice when you go to meet the kids in a public place. It makes it a little less awkward because no matter what, it's going to be an awkward situation. So the first thing I recommend is when you meet maybe at the movies, bowling, maybe the zoo, maybe out to eat. Kids love to eat. Somewhere that there's distractions, whether it's eating, whether it's looking at animals, whether it's actually bowling. It makes it a little easier for the kids. Tip number 3, watch the PDA. Now, for me, I'm not a PDA person. I just am not cool with it. For kids to see that, it can be really awkward, especially if they have memories of mom and dad being together. They're a little uncomfortable, or this is just really new because they don't know you that well. So my recommendation, especially at first, is kind of watch the PDA. This you'll kind of get from the kids. Some kids it doesn't bother them at all. Some kids it affects them quite a bit. And so that's why you just kind of got to play it by ear and kind of watch them. Number 4, let the parents parent. This was my mistake. I wanted to step in. I felt like I needed to fix everything and there really wasn't anything to fix. It was just different. So my recommendations is to be supportive, listen, maybe give advice when and if needed, but let the parents do it and don't discipline right away. Try to earn that respect and that bond with them a little bit before you try to step in and parent or try to discipline. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be times where you're not going to need to discipline. Just kind of watch it at first. Again, I came in and I moved too fast. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's always easier said than done. Kind of go with the flow when you can. Kind of pick up on the kids' vibes to see how they're feeling, how you're feeling, and kind of just slowly move around and be flexible. This is going to be a change just as much for you as it is for them. So being flexible, kind of, maybe these were your plans and maybe you have to cancel them because you're just seeing that the kids are just not comfortable. Or maybe you had something and this is actually going better than you thought it was, so you cancel part of your plans. Just be flexible. With that said, it even comes with the birth mom or birth dad in this, or birth dad in this situation. Being flexible, being willing to meet, kind of putting yourself in their shoes a little bit to see that this might be just as awkward for them. And number 6, in joy. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time. This is not going to last forever. This is not going to be completely awkward forever. It's going to get better. I promise. It's a little awkward, but it gets better. And number 7, find your person. I know I say that all the time, but as you go, in this, the more serious it is, you're going to need to find your person. Your spouse or your partner does not want to hear you vent about everything. So, those are my tips and advice. If you have any more, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your advice as I keep rattling this camera. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.